It is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and today is the 18th. It is the third Saturday of the month, and that means it is time for Mad About Mini Paper Pads. If you saw my layout yesterday, you'll know that I was a little confused on what day it is. So this is actually day 17's sketch for Christy's Beautiful Life. And where's my paper to tell you who made it? Oh, I can't read it. Something crafty chick. Darn it. I'm really sorry about that. I cannot read it. But I'm sure I can stick it in the description box. And I'm sure everybody else got their act together and actually had not only the right sketch on the right day, but actually told you who did the sketch. So that being said, this is a super fun sketch. Definitely could be patriotic because it's got like stars and it's got kind of what looks like fireworks and it's got a little American flag. But that's not what I'm doing. So I loved the idea of the corners. So I grabbed my paper pad and I cut the red paper in two corners. So everyone has a corner. And then to make the line around, since I only have a 6x6 paper pad, I'm going to cut this paper into strips and I'm going to do two on each side. That's going to give me that kind of square look that you see there. And then I know this calls for 4 photos. I'm not going to get 4 photos on here. I only have 1 photo, but I am going to embrace the idea of putting things in each corner. So I'm going to map my photo with some pieces of paper from the same paper pad. I wanted to use this that's kind of that brick, because you can see in the photo it's brick. I don't even know what this thing is, but I called it the square thing, and I told Lucas, I said, go pretend like you're holding that up. And so he was actually really good and did that. So I'm going to mat my photo in that, and then I'm going to mat it in a brown plaid as well. And then because it is a paper pad, I don't have any embellishments that go with it. But you can usually make some embellishments from, there's usually a cut apart sheet in there. So I will pull the cut apart sheet. Now the cut apart sheet is, I don't know if boring is the right word, but it's just a bunch of sayings. So you see there, like, I guess that floral and the floral box I probably could have fussy cut out, but really there's not a whole lot of things that I could turn into ephemera from this. Not to say that I couldn't have pulled out other paper pads that probably had some, but I just didn't choose to. So I'm actually going to cut 3 of these, and those are going to go in the 3 corners where the photos are. So this one says, hello friend, one says, it's a beautiful day, and one says, everyone has a story to tell. So I thought, oh, that's kind of fun. So I'm going to put one of those in each of the corners, and then I'm going to have to go dig through my stash and see if there's anything else that I want to use. So on my desk, I have a bunch of leftover things. So I did go ahead and look through that. I don't think I ended up pulling a single thing from that. Now, I had some packaging from 49 and Market, and it had these little like frames. I guess you could call them frames. And so I fussy cut those out, and now I'm going to put my little cut apart pieces on all 3 of those. So those are going to go in the 3 corners. And then there was also a camera and this like compass thing. So I'm going to get those 2 on there. And then what I did is I went through my stash of Color Cast design goodies. Ooh, excuse me. And I pulled out this piece that says memories to celebrate. I don't really know that we need to celebrate this, but I was like, yeah, why not? It's red. I like it. And then there was that word good that was wood veneer. And so I pulled a couple of other wood veneer pieces. It says work in progress, and then it says crushing it. And then I did pull in the stars like are in the sketch, and went ahead and scattered those about. So this obviously came together fairly quickly. The only things that I really did off screen were some fussy cutting, and then glue down like the corners and the strips and stuff. But everything else, I'm doing on screen. I'm even gluing these pieces down on screen. These wood veneer, super cool. They have adhesive backs already, so you just have to take off the adhesive back and it sticks down. Now, the good does not, and obviously the acrylic pieces do not as well. So I will use my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive to glue all of that down. I think what takes me the most time is taking off the backing of these. I don't know if it's my nails. I mean, obviously they come off pretty good. You can kind of see it there, but it it's like I can't get my nails underneath it. And I know in the past I have a little pokey tool that works pretty good. So, I'm sorry you have to watch me struggle, but I guess, maybe someday down the road you'll know it's not just you that's struggling. So I did go off screen, finish my struggling, and glued it down. And that is going to do it for me today. So here are a couple of close-ups. If you have any questions, I would love to chat with you. Otherwise, I will have the playlist. I will also have everybody who is playing along with Matt about mini paper pads. And they're probably doing today's sketch. So that's going to do it for me today. Remember to wear your crown, and we'll see you next time. Bye.